What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the LTVS Podcast. I'm Chris, Kelvin, Brandon's here.
Hello,
Dominican Alice is back.
We back in the house, bitches.
Let Davies talk that talk. That's my guy.
Let's hear that. Let's hear that real quick.
It's a new song from Davies. Just came out today. It's called Peter Pan. It's on iTunes. It is on SoundCloud. So
I like this shit.
Nah, it's dope, man.
muggy rap, bro.
Where's he from? Queens?
Nah,
From
Harlem.
Yeah.
He's pretty good though.
Nah, dope artist.
Alright.
All the way around.
Yeah. So, how's everyone doing? How's the vibe? How's everyone's day? Y'all good? Y'all good?
Hell yeah, I'm good.
I'm on
Good.
a food high right now.
You're on the food high right now, and you're
Yo, what about Carlos?
yeah, our
He's
camera
laid
guy.
out.
Done off his mind.
Camera guy's getting the itis right now.
Those Parmesan bites and stuffed cheesy bread got to him.
Oh boy.
All right. So last week's episode we started off with
A somber note.
with the shooting that happened in Florida, and now a lot of things have been circulating on the internet,
A lot of things transcribed.
especially Twitter, Facebook, and all of that. Basically, the topic is crisis actors. If you guys don't know what a crisis actor is I could give you guys an example. Is basically when, let's take a shooting, for example, and you have your media, you have your news outlets, CNN, ABC, Fox, whoever the case may be. They come in trying to get the scoop, what the heck just happened, and they start interviewing people. Turns out some of these people they may interview could be a crisis actor, basically an actor or an actress that portrays despair, that portrays something going horribly wrong. And a lot of people have been getting caught. And so then now people don't know what to believe anymore. So I don't know. What's your guys' takes on it? I have seen pictures swirling around about there was this one actress. She's been caught in multiple pictures in the San Bernardino shooting that happened.
Oh, really?
And
I didn't even
then
know that.
And the Sandy Hook shooting. It was the same girl that got caught with pictures.
She still had the same buzz cut?
No. It wasn't her. It was
Some other one?
it was another one.
Damn.
And she was doing
That's
the same
crazy.
poses, like, like crying and whatnot, doing her poses. You know what I mean? So there's pictures like that. So I don't know what you guys takes on that. Like,
That's
what you guys
weird.
think?
That is disgusting if that's actually the case for some of these.
Yo, some of their thing on Instagram, like the alternative news media shit, they post shit. It's like, it's pretty believable almost. It's like crazy. It's like, damn. It's like it puts you in the twilight zone. It's like, damn, if this is true, like, holy shit. How much other shit are they doing on top of that?
Yeah. So I did get into a discussion with my younger sister about it, and she did bring up a point where no one can basically feel anything anymore because
No.
you don't know whether they're being truthful. You don't know whether they're lying or acting. So now you can't even have a tragedy happen without people.
And they'll take advantage of that shit too.
You can't even have a tragedy happen without other people saying, "Oh no, it's fake." Oh, no, don't believe it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
now even people can't even mourn in peace because of that.
I mean,
So I don't know.
I sat down for the first time in a security meeting for one of the venues that I work at, and there's like there's a school attached to the venue, and it's a Jewish school,
Right.
and they've had a couple issues in the past, and most recently they had one where a couple people were let into the building, and it wasn't from the vendors from the catering side, but it was people who just walked in, who had access to the building from years ago, and were just walking around.
That's
So that raises a lot of security issues and things like that. Like, just imagine having a situation, because like we talked about in the meeting, was that this needs to be taken care of, but the person, the mastermind behind the meeting, kind of said that she kind of doesn't feel that deepening, like that feeling you get when you hear something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, there's a bomb threat. Oh,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? She doesn't feel like the terror of that hasn't gone away. but she says like the nervousness, like she doesn't feel like scared to deal with things like that because it's become such a common occurrence, and I think that's actually even worse than these bullshit crisis actors.
Yeah. So I know that was your first time hearing about this topic, like crisis actors.
Yeah,
like that.
definitely.
What do you think, Kelvin?
I mean, then yesterday was the first time I read about it, and I was like, crazy.
What's up?
I said conspiracy theories.
I mean,
yo, that's
you gotta
it, bro.
throw it out there.
Joking.
I mean, no, I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
You gotta throw it out there.
There's definitely
It's weird though, because the shit that they post is like fucking believable as fuck. And it's like, damn, like how much shit is it believable?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Photoshop too? I mean, like, some of it could be, some of it not.
There's people that are really good at Photoshop and
that too, and there's some people that are good at acting.
Yeah.
Hey man,
So-
the CGI works wonders.
That too,
$50
especially
million for
nowadays.
Superman's mustache.
Don't think we are hardcore believers in crisis actors. It's just something. It's just basically something to think about. So, just throwing it out there, basically.
Don't trust the government.
Don't believe anything.
Oh God!
Don't believe everything you see.
Definitely not.
Try to look into it.
Don't be a sap.
Yeah, don't be a sap. Exactly. Just try to look into it and see what's going on. What you say?
I said you gotta decipher LOL.
Yo, I can't hear.
Fucking
anything.
retard. What?
I can't hear anything.
Okay. All right.
There you go. That thing is really sensitive.
Yeah, I'll probably have to switch it out.
Like all these bitches.
Again, we gotta start calling females bitches.
I mean, some of them
That was
are
a total
bitches,
joke.
though.
Alright.
It is facts, though. It is a known fact that some of these
No, I'm not gonna say. All right,
We're
I'm
not
just being a
saying-
good
we're
guy
not
then.
stating
Let's
the
avoid the
general
subject
population.
altogether and move on to the next.
Oh my god, stop being PC. Stop
I'm
being
pretty
PC.
sure this is not PG.
We're trying to portray good
No,
people.
PC, not PG.
Here.
What's PC?
Stop being politically correct.
Correct.
Oh.
Drake. God's Plan video came out, and I don't know the exact amount because it's on the video. It was like
I didn't even watch the video yet.
You haven't watched the video? It was pretty cool.
I think it was not. I think the video was lit, man. For what it's worth. Like I know I have my views on the idea of donating so much money during tax season, but those are for other reasons. IRS, I'm talking to you guys.
We'll get to
wink,
your
wink.
point. We'll get to your point because
But
you really did bring up a good point, and I didn't think about it.
I think it was a beautiful thing, man. Like he approached families.
Yeah.
He definitely spoke to a lot of younger kids who are probably only with their mothers.
I wanted to know where the hell was I when this was happening. I wish I was in that supermarket.
Sir,
Come on,
y'all
now.
get whatever y'all want.
Yeah.
It's free.
Yo, it's free. I bet.
What?
Say everything. Say no more.
Say no for more, fam.
Say goodbye
Say
to
no
the
more.
cookie aisle.
Say no more. It was dope
Shit.
though. What he did was really, really awesome. You said you haven't seen the video,
No, I haven't seen the video.
so I'm pretty sure you've seen clips about him going to like a supermarket.
Yeah,
telling him-
I've seen that.
Yeah.
But what? That was part of the video too.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
part of the video.
Oh, that was part of the
Yeah,
video.
yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like, it's a little interesting.
There's he goes to schools and he gives them a donation to the school. He gives a
Just one question though, like, why did he not choose his own hometown though?
he did choose Miami.
He chose Miami,
I don't know, man. That's a good question.
and then
I
he
don't know.
reps the 6
You
a lot. Supposedly now it's like, I guess Miami's a new hub.
I mean,
The IRS is located in the United States government, so he has to donate in the United States.
Or probably he's filing. No, but how? Wait, he has to. Oh yeah, he does have to file taxes to the U.S. because most of his earnings are in the U.S.
Correct.
So
I'm
that's-
No, he's a
assuming.
Canadian.
So
He's a Canadian citizen though. How would that work?
I
I mean,
mean,
he's-
where was he born?
he was born in Canada.
No.
Canadian.
Oi.
God damn it. But Brandon did bring out a good point, but we didn't think about his nationality when
Hombre.
thinking about that good point. Brandon said it was probably about taxes is what he was doing before, and he is a Canadian. So
But I mean-
I don't know how would it work now. How would your theory work?
I mean, it doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter if you're a citizen
There
from a
has to-
different country. You still have to file your taxes. so you
File
can
your
make money
taxes,
here.
right? Yeah. I
If
mean,
you earn money here, you have to
How?
file your
But
taxes.
what do you?
I know for artists, it's a little different.
probably, yeah.
It is
Would
a
he have to
little
file
different.
taxes for every state he earned money?
No, because I think you would do yourself as a interstate business or something like that. Like that kind of
Okay.
idea where
Maybe he has to file taxes into where his record label is.
True.
Yeah, because the earnings could go to that one.
Yeah.
That one
location.
company.
So OVO was probably based in
Canada, most likely.
in Toronto. Yeah.
So why would he have to pay taxes for it here though?
I don't know. I mean,
I highly doubt it.
that's the American way of life. We charge anyone anything. So, hey, you're making money here. All right, let me charge you for that. So.
Yeah, good luck making money here.
But yeah,
Uncle Tom,
The
go
God's
get that
Plan.
money, boy.
the God's Plan video was pretty dope. He reached out to people in need, and in turn, we love Drake even more now. So it's
There's some people that talking flag about it though. So,
like cool.
like minority people, depressed people, emo people.
It was
They
because
still
probably
gonna be
they
like,
didn't get the cut.
yeah, of course. They'd be like, yo, they probably salty and not getting that money.
Yeah.
I would be too, of course.
Like me. Like I wish I was. Why wasn't I in Miami at the time?
I wish I was
I
there.
think one thing that I'm pretty sure he said this, but he said that people that say that money isn't everything never have money or something along those lines.
Oh yeah, I heard
is
that.
the truest shit in the world.
It's true.
Because wait till you have like 20 grand saved up, 30 grand saved up. You
Right.
feel like, you finally
You feel
making it
great.
somewhere
You feel great because
compared
you
to
have.
when you didn't have that.
Oh yeah, it's different.
Yeah, it was dope though. He did a pretty cool job. I heard people saying that now he's competing with Chance the Rapper to being who's the nicer rapper. So
I don't know. I always go down for Chance because that acid rap.
That mother-
I mean, yeah, lyrically you probably say that, but I'm saying
Oh, but that
as a
motherfucker
person.
be donating every week almost. I think. I feel like he donates
has
every week.
I think like Chicago's newest rapper isn't much like Chance the Rapper. Anybody coming out of Chicago doesn't have the same mindset like he does. Because think about it.
Nah.
Kanye blew out of proportion, but he doesn't make the best intentions. Like, think about it. Chance talks about politics. He talks about how the state is. He talks about how his hometown is compared to the other, the other cities and villages near there. He has, his priorities set, and that's, reforming his where he came from.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's more earnest than going to like a random state, random country, or going somewhere and then just donating a bunch of money.
Yeah.
That purpose, going to like Nipsey Hussle, who just dropped an album
That
and has a couple of tracks. He was talking about something in Los Angeles where they started something for Crenshaw, where he came from, which is like a development center. And this facility, what it does is it brings in people from that location with prioritization to teach them, to hone their skills, to learn, the empowerment of their education and learning, just so much. And I think that is spectacular as well.
Right. All right. But if you haven't seen the video, it's already on YouTube. He has it linked on his Instagram, so pretty dope. You can go watch it. All right. So now we're gonna go into a topic where it's very hilarious.
Oh God! Couldn't believe it when I saw it. Psych.
Blac Chyna. Oh girl, what are you doing?
She's doing the nasty.
Girl.
And everybody done seen it.
Girl.
It was on World Star, I bet.
Yep, definitely.
Probably was.
No, definitely.
I haven't been on World Star forever. I feel like I've lost myself. You remember those World Star fights, like the videos? Yeah. Those were hilarious. I missed those. I gotta catch up on those.
They barely come out anymore. So
really?
Yeah.
I guess they're trying to promote.
But yeah, Blac Chyna. Unfortunately, for all of us, her sex tape got leaked out into the.
Was it really a
into
sex
social
tape though?
It's
more like a mopping video.
it's it showed her giving oral sex to her significant other.
Trash, by the way.
And a lot of people are very, very adamant that she did a bad job.
Pretty skeptical to her skills in the set orientation.
Because I guess they automatically thought the way she looked, she's a stripper, she must give great head. And that wasn't the case in that video.
Well, I'll tell you what. If a car looks good and sounds loud, doesn't mean it's fast. Those Honda Civics aren't always that fast.
Yeah, okay.
Calling her Honda Civic?
I mean,
what though? Which what do you give her?
92 hatchback.
Sorry. Oh my God, that killed me.
You know which ones I'm talking about? The ones with, like the 2-seater with the bazooka. Yeah, with the bazooka exhaust. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was very terrible. I just felt bad for the guy.
It was horrendous. It should have been considered
if you haven't
treason.
seen it, good job for not seeing it. It was really bad. It was up to the point where we were questioning why the guy was on top of her like that. His knees were on her shoulders, like had her pinned down, and I don't get how you get into that position in the first place.
Hey, listen, man. I don't want to think about it.
You know what I mean?
That's just weird.
So, it was bad.
I would say that he was probably hitting the missionary style. Probably got bored of it.
And then just crawled up. And crawl. No, you're defending his position. Are you going to defend his position?
Well, I mean, how else would he get there?
Why would you get there is what I'm asking.
Why? Because he's trying to get some head. And not my fault that her head sucks.
So,
first of all, I feel bad for him, though.
Wait. So you mean to tell me his thought process was he's having sex with her, missionary stuff, she's on her back. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, okay, I want head now. I'm going to crawl up to you, babe. That's how it went down.
And she was with it, though.
Oh, my God.
With
why didn't she fight back? Like, why didn't she just say, no, what are you doing?
Because she a freaky bitch.
I mean.
Look at that. She was like, put it all the way into my mouth.
Yeah. But, Jesus. It was,
like, honestly.
It was really bad.
Spoiler alert.
Stop messing with one. You keep moving your freaking.
Because I'm like trying not to breathe on it.
Then don't breathe on it.
Oh, Calvin. You
look
like Blac Chyna.
Pause, man.
Action 1.
But yeah, that was very atrocious from Blac Chyna. Now he's mad that his dick is all over the world. And
first of all,
did she leak it?
I don't know who leaked it. I have no idea.
The way you said that sounded like that.
Hey,
but he's mad.
honestly,
he's mad,
actually, he probably leaked it. Why would? All right, nobody knew it was his dick, but all of a sudden you put on Instagram, I have to deal with all the backlash that my dick is out and all that shit. Nobody knew it was your dick until you said it.
It's basically like who we were talking about.
Crisis actor.
Oh yeah.
You see?
Crisis actor.
No, not that. Not that.
Christ.
Calvin knows who I'm talking about.
Yeah, she was crisis acting.
So it's basically it's basically along those lines of you blowing up your own spot. Nobody knew it was him.
The only thing is he did it for clout though, because he knew she's popular. I mean, he isn't.
Look, everybody trying to get a slice of that cake, man.
Of course, that's what I'm saying. And supposedly he has like a mixtape coming out soon. So.
Oh dear God! Are you kidding me?
No, I'm dead ass.
Well,
which I mean, he's probably selling trash anyway. So, I mean, bro, you probably get like I don't know, couple thousand streams, and then you'll fade into oblivion.
Would you guys agree that this is probably the first sex tape in history that no one was happy about?
It was like a minute. It was like a minute long though, so it was like weird.
Oh God.
I guess.
And it was just head too, and she did it like the most basic way too. She was just like a lollipop. I was like, do something.
What? Like what?
I don't know. I'm not doing it. Don't be asking me.
Hey, yo,
I mean, no, but like what?
You're trying to coach her there.
Nah, I mean, hey, would you coach a girl if she's that bad at head, or would you just be like?
I think you have to coach at one time in your life. You know, not everyone's gonna be a straight A.
Of course, but she wouldn't know by now, right?
Yeah.
So then, would you still coach her? That's my question. All right, so would you
listen? When is the saying that
when you get bad head, would you react like I'm not talking to her again?
What kind of bad head you talking about? Because if she puts teeth on it, I'm punching her in the head.
I had that once. That was kind of you know, it flinches a little, and then you kind of like get the softy, you know, and it's like, and then you try to get it back up, and it's like, It's like almost like a pattern. Like
Mortal. No, it is fatality.
no, that's when she really like
Clench.
and like locks in.
Oh no.
That's different. That's fatality for her.
Finish him.
No, but like, all right, let's just say you get a bad head from a girl.
Uh-huh.
Would you stop talking to her, like, or would you be like, or especially like if she's your girl, especially if she's your girl, and then you like notice, all right, she's bad at head. Maybe I should coach her, like, or teach her the ways that what I like.
Mm-hmm. Are you saying would I coach her during that process then?
You're saying will we do the 300 and kick her into the tunnel if she gave bad head, or will we fix the solution?
Yeah, exactly. Would you just kick her out and be like, fuck
this.
you? Not fuck you, but like, I'll text you another day and never text her again.
I'm
Or you be like, all right, when next time she gives you head, be like, no, babe, do this, do that, rub my balls a little, something like
So
that.
what you're trying to say is it a deciding factor if you're gonna
Yeah, that
fix
too.
the problem or kick her out?
Yeah, exactly. Is that a deciding factor?
I don't think that.
I don't think that would be a deciding factor.
I don't think that would be a problem.
Because I'd be like, all right, maybe she gave bad head one time. Next time, maybe you could do better.
Because if you have to really think about it, you kind of like the girl.
Yeah.
That too. All right, and especially too, like maybe if you were with her, like relationship wise, not like just fuck around. You would definitely invest time, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I mean,
Pretty much.
I would say, yeah. I mean, to me, it's like
Kelvin's on a savage path. That's why, guys.
Yeah.
He's asking all these questions.
He's trying to get on like good terms again with his inner self.
no. I'm trying to find a submissive right now. So if you are submissive, please let me know. I'll be glad to.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Hey, this is me shooting my. This is me shooting my shot with somebody that I don't know.
Didn't they do that? Like, didn't they do that back in the days when they didn't have like eHarmony or anything? Like, they made videos about like, hey, I'm looking for this type of girl, and then put it on like I don't know what it was
Those
called.
TV shows.
Yeah.
The Love Boat.
Something like that. That's what he's trying to do.
I can't remember, but I would never shoot my shot in
wouldn't.
this kind of format.
Why not? Nowadays these girls don't give a fuck anyway, so why should I know?
It's like you're jacking off into a black hole.
Have you ever
One.
gave a fuck?
True.
So that.
No, exactly. That's why I'm shooting That's why I'm shooting my shot through this thing. I'm like, if you are submissive and want to apply to being my submissive, just let me know, please. I mean, I am desperate need of one.
Carl's just gotta go find a new podcast to go record.
But please don't be a thought. I mean, actually, you could be a thought. I don't give a fuck. Actually, shoot away. I don't give a fuck. You could be a thought. You could.
If y'all were females, would y'all be good girls or bad girls?
Ooh.
Would y'all be hoes? Or would y'all be like innocent as fuck? You said what?
Brandon will be a fucking slut.
Yeah, I think Brandon would probably be.
Talk about yourself, bro. I don't know about you. I'm a saint.
I mean, I would definitely be a fucking slut. I mean, there's no question about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know.
If I was a female, I'd be like.
I've always had that problem with thinking about myself as the opposite side.
Of course, yeah, because
and it's not just because like, hey, listen, if you
It's
think
hard.
about yourself taking dick, that's gay. No, that's not the case. I'm just thinking about like easing into it. Like shit, if I was a girl, what would I do? I don't probably play with my breast all day. I don't know what the fuck the girls do. Fucking put
That's
makeup
such
on
a
all
guy
day.
thing to say.
Seriously, dude.
Yeah, it works.
Think about
Like,
it.
The first thing he'll do if he was become a woman, like, yeah, I'm playing with my.
yo, he
breasts real
basically gave a quagmire answer.
Thank you.
quick.
I'll play with myself.
Oh man. All right.
What about you?
Me?
Yeah, you.
You
I'll
asked
be
the question.
innocent.
I'll be innocent.
Yeah.
Innocence
Hey,
or
I'm not gonna give
innocence
this.
of
I'm not gonna give this
I
up.
wasn't
for
gonna
free.
say it.
I'm not gonna give this up for free. You kidding me?
Nah, I didn't say for free, but you innocent gonna be savage as fuck when the white right person be like, you gonna give that shit up like cake.
Till marriage. Till marriage.
Like
Saving
that?
myself till marriage.
That kind of innocent? I don't want to say it. I'm rude.
Till marriage. Yes. All right.
Yeah, I kill me slurping and chirping.
All right. But yeah, Blac Chyna, do better. All right. So
Hashtag in 2018.
Blac Chyna do. Oh, that could be a hashtag. Blac Chyna do better. All right, Blac Chyna do better.
You gotta make that. Put that on the bottom of the video.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that shit.
okay. So Yeah. So there's a lot of pictures going around about a receipt from Jazy Z's bar tab.
Oh, okay.
Yo, it was hefty, bro.
I've seen him. It was just all Ace of Spades. That's all I know for a fact. It was Ace of Spades.
Ace of Spades champagne, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nuts. That's
So
ridiculous. They were champagne shot everybody.
The bar tab came up to like what 90 something, 90 G's,
91,000, yeah.
91,000, and he left a $11,000 tip,
which is phenomenal.
Which is I think is great. And
how you split it.
The bartender wasn't having it. The bartender criticized Jay-Z for leaving an $11,000 tip, and we think that's just plain ridiculous that someone would complain about being tipped 11 stacks.
All right, let's just see. All right, you got 5, 6 Ace of Spades gold bottles, 5,200 each bottle. He ordered like 30 something Ace of Spade rose that came in at $50,000. Another 18 Ace of Spade gold. First of all, you have like almost 90 bottles
of champagne.
Who are you?
Everyone in that club had a bottle at least.
Word. Shit, I wish I was in that club. Shit, I'd have been happy.
I would have asked him to sign it. I wouldn't even know who opened it.
Yeah, I'd be like, yo.
The resale value on that alone would have been like $90,000.
Hey, yo, Sean, can you
really?
sign this for me real quick?
Wait, you talking about Ace of Spades?
Ace of Spades is a very, very, very expensive
No, but wait, so why would it be resale like 90,000 though?
If he signed it, like
unsealed, if he signed it,
like dude, if I had a pair of Yeezys.
No, let's just say let's just say he only
it.
signed the bottle though, not the box, because of course they're not gonna bring the box to you with the bottle girls.
But the box, yeah.
Yeah, I'd sign the box.
That would be like maybe like 40, 50, right?
No, I don't know. It depends. How popular is Jay-Z nowadays?
Pretty popular, so.
It's a mogul.
Yeah, but I mean, how popular is his signature on a bottle?
I don't know. That's another thing. So I mean,
I think that was a pretty good, coming from like the hospitality.
The thing about this is because someone was complaining. Someone was complaining about the tip, and I think for me, it's really ridiculous that you're complaining about $11,000 tip.
I mean, because she broke.
Side of me would have, my petty side would have been like, yeah, I'm going back and taking my $11,000.
I mean, no, because the waiter doesn't. Yeah. I mean, the bottle girl or the bottle girls plural, they don't get all the tip probably, so that's why they're probably bitching too. But still, you're getting.
You split your tip amongst everybody else.
But either way, all you're doing is carrying the bottle to them and maybe opening them. You're not really serving them shit.
Yeah, I don't know how much bottle girls make, but
those bottle girls make guap.
I don't want to, disrespect the bottle girls' craft and shit. There's probably more to it than what we know. So, I don't know. But the
thing, me dead in one of those outfits.
The thing is that the fact that you're complaining about $11,000 tip to me is ridiculous. So, I wish I had $11,000 right off the bat. So
I mean, he tipped 15%, so it's like.
And it's not like you're working hard for that money.
That too.
You're just moving bottles.
But he's saying don't disrespect their craft. Supposedly.
I mean, there's probably more to it than what.
Maybe yeah, but it's like
if they would have been a mixologist, and they put 20 different ingredients into his drink 20 different times.
That's different.
Understandable.
I understand, but it's
moving bottles.
It's moving.
That's what I'm saying. They really not doing much. They maybe opening up the bottles as well.
If they break dancing while delivering the bottle, that's a different case.
If they're twerking,
if they're doing like the handstand walk and the bottle's on top of her heel and she's bringing it to him like that, okay, I understand that there's more tip to it.
Yeah, you gotta earn, baby.
Yeah, but if you're just walking, there you go, have fun, and then go back.
Shit.
Take your $11,000. You know what I mean?
Take your little G somewhere else.
Take your 11 stacks.
Take that shit.
Get out of that job if you don't like it. You already have $11,000.
What's the most you guys have ever tipped on going out? Doesn't matter the occasion. Chewy, let's start with you.
Probably more than 20%.
Yeah, I tipped.
No. We're talking about actual money dollar value.
That's kind of hard.
Boy, I'm not in the hundreds, so I don't roll like that.
No,
I don't roll like that.
Tip is like 30 something.
Yeah, probably.
Probably 20 something for me.
I think the most I've ever tipped was $24, $25.
Okay, most I've ever tipped was $55, but that's on a bigger bill for 2 people.
Yeah, you see, that's what I'm saying. Like, it depends on the bill.
And I always think it's about the service, because I've tipped $30 on a bill that only was like $80, because the service was phenomenal. All we had was that it was like.
For me, what's behind the tip was because I used to be a waiter, and I know how trash that job is, and I know what they go through. If you miss something, you forget because you have so many other things that you're doing, and you forget something, and then they're pissed off at you because you forgot a glass of water or whatever the case may be. I understand that. So that's why when I see a waiter or waitress just keep running around, I see them sweating, working their asses off, and they probably may have forgotten something, but I can understand because they're working so hard and it's so busy. I'll still tip them because I understand their pain. So that's why I tip a lot.
Yeah, I mean, everything depends. Like, if you go out on a busy night, you can't really base your tip off of performance, because if you're out on a busy night, like let's say a Friday dinner for 2, and you're in a busy restaurant, dude, you're not gonna get the best service.
Yeah, exactly. You're not.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta,
but there's people out in the world that don't understand that because they think they're privileged and they should.
Oh, then
get what they want,
to like a
because
5-star diner. I mean, a 5-star restaurant.
Because the customer is always right, so they put that into.
The customer's always fucking wrong.
You know what I mean? So,
right. You prove them wrong.
Yeah. So whoever you are that got tipped $11,000, count your blessings. Don't be so ungrateful.
Seriously, that's a big one.
All right. So we're all guys here. We all like to play video games.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm pretty sure. I don't want to sound sexist. Females play video games too. There's probably females that play.
I think it's more like.
There's females that probably play video games better than I do.
Wouldn't doubt it.
So, we're gonna do a top 5 games of all time. Top 5 games that we think wherever you guys play the game, whether it be console, whether it be PC, and rank them. What do you guys think is your top 5? It's a lot of games from our childhood till now, to present day, and guys, go for it. Whoever wants to go first, if you guys have your list, it is your own opinion. So if someone has a game ranked number 1 and you think that should not even be in top 5,
it's just subjective.
Yeah, exactly. So, who wants to go first? If you guys want me to go first, I'll go first.
Yeah, go ahead. You're already talking.
All right. So, number 1, I had Crash Bandicoot.
Oh shit! I forgot about that game.
Number 2, I had Need for Speed Underground 2. Number 3, I had FIFA Street for the PlayStation 2. Number 4, I had Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and number 5, I had the whole Mortal Kombat series.
Okay, I see that.
As every single Mortal Kombat. The early ones too.
I think earlier versus
earlier ones are probably the better ones.
Yeah,
so
same here.
That's my top 5: Crash Bandicoot, Need for Speed Underground 2, FIFA Street, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and Mortal Kombat. Do you guys disagree? Do you guys agree? I'm pretty sure I just won because I had Crash Bandicoot first. I'm pretty sure none of y'all had Crash Bandicoot.
Nah, you see, like those one of those games like that, Spyro.
I lived for Crash Bandicoot.
Bomberman,
Spyro,
like those were all classics.
Rayman.
I played Rayman. I didn't get Rayman until like more recently.
Rayman.
That was a great game, but I didn't really get into it till like it came out remastered.
Forgot about Rayman.
But Rayman, I mean, all my friends used to play it. I mean, the games I was like my top 5 always starts with Soul Calibur. Shout out to the new one that's coming out. And Halo 3 comes in second. I have Need for Speed Underground 2. And the only reason I said Halo 3 was because it was like more definitive than Call of Duty when it first came out for me.
Okay.
Because when I first started playing Halo, it was like the new sci-fi, new genre. My aunt got me this new Xbox, and it was just, I thought it was a pair of Timbs in the box, and lo and behold, there was a brand new Xbox 360, was it? Xbox 360 at the time, with 3 controllers, the Halo limited edition one. Dude, I just balled the fuck out, man. I was like, oh shit. And then, next one is it's an OG for everybody, Mario Kart 64. That game brings a lot of family time when I used to go to PA with my cousins and play that all day. I got my ass whooped every single time. But let's not go back into the past. And number 5, Kingdom Hearts. I've always been a Kingdom Hearts kind of guy.
Okay.
That game's always been, it goes into like
every... a new one, right?
Yeah. Soon, hopefully.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for like 10 years, but, big boy.
Forever.
I can wait.
Okay.
Calvin.
Last but not least.
Last but not least, but not the greatest as well.
Who's your number 1?
Number 1, World of Warcraft.
Hey, that game sucked the soul out of my life.
That's why too. It sucked the soul out of my life.
Thank God I never played that goddamn game.
Yeah, you didn't. Thank God.
Dude. How
Second,
much money you saved.
that too. Woo, the money.
I heard. Yeah, I
was
just
mine.
played that like it was a religion.
It was
Yeah.
a religion.
Yeah, back in the day.
What do you believe in? World of Warcraft.
Chill.
All right, who's your? You said number 1 was World of Warcraft.
Yeah, number 2, Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Okay.
Sick.
Mhm.
That was like crazy.
Mhm.
Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is number 3.
Okay.
Number 4 is Pokemon Gold.
Okay.
Hey, shout out to the life.
Number 5 is Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and Clank. Okay.
First one.
Surprised you didn't say the Bang Bus. That was a pretty good video.
I mean, that was a pretty good video, but
It'll be dope to. Also, we could probably put this out to everyone who will listen, to who will watch. What were your favorite games growing up? What probably
That's,
will be your guys' top 5?
Yeah, definitely.
Probably
put
we
that in the
missed a lot
comments.
because so many games to think about.
Different genres, different ages,
exactly.
So you had World of Warcraft number 1. I had Crash Bandicoot number 1. You had Soul Calibur number 1.
Damn, what a crazy.
It was.
I'm
Yo, what
surprised
about
I
you?
didn't
Yo,
put
what about
Street
you,
Fighter.
Carlos?
Yeah. What about you, Carlos?
I
Do you-
didn't put a top 5 together, but my favorite one was San Andreas.
The
The other one was Donkey Kong. I forgot the name of the specific title, but those were my top 2.
Okay.
That's it?
I didn't compile the top 5.
Okay. Thanks for participating.
World of Warcraft was in that top 5.
You're not that
World
World
War
of
Kenobi.
Warcraft? Oh, League of Legends? Top 5?
But that's new.
I mean,
No,
it's still
we're
all
saying
time,
all
bro.
time, though.
It's
all
all
time.
time.
All time, bro.
It doesn't have to be nostalgia.
You would say League because you're really good at the game. If any of us were to go pro, to actually be good at the game,
It'll
to
be
the point
you.
where it'll be Carlos. So,
I
yeah.
could be the coach of ordering food.
Yeah, he'd be the manager. Yeah, you want this food? All right, got you.
I remember one time I thought I was getting good at that game. I was playing Ilaoi. And then one time I matched up with this nigga in his main account. Dude, they used me like a basketball. Dude, I was getting raped. I didn't know what I was doing. I had just come off from a 21-3, 8 death game. Dude, next game was like 0-0-30.
I don't know if you guys saw this South Park episode about World of Warcraft.
No, of course.
I love that.
That was
episode,
like-
man.
yeah,
That
one
was
of my
that
favorites.
I imagined you guys being like that.
That
It was
is
to the
exactly
point.
what we
It was to
were.
the point where like they didn't even get up to use the bathroom. Like they were taking shits in pots.
Nah,
Yo,
nah.
shout out to Litos, because the first time I ever stayed up overnight to play World of Warcraft was when I snuck my PC to his crib, had a sleepover, and we played till 6 o'clock in the morning.
You did
And
not
then
do that.
we ordered Domino's that same night. And that's all we ate that night.
Yo, you did not
that's all
do
we
that.
did. Yes.
Oh my
Yes,
god, you
actually,
snuck
Yeah,
in.
Litos is also his name is also Carlos, and he's a part of this little group.
Yo, first of all,
So-
you know how far that walk is? You're talking about when he lived in the South Side?
Yeah, I carried that from my crib to his house. And I'm talking like one of those big, bulky Dell desktops.
Oh
that
yeah,
were,
those
like,
desktops
this
are
big.
huge.
No, like this big, yeah. It was brolic.
They were
It
huge.
weighed about like, a good 50 pounds. At the time, I weighed like 50 pounds. So, I was carrying myself through, I don't know,
You
like
did.
3
You
miles.
used a bike, right? You
No.
did.
You walked?
Yeah, I walked.
Oh, dear
Thank
God.
God he had an extra TV because I would have been able to carry the monitor. I'm dead ass. That shit was heavy.
Yo, that was when.
Thank God I had one of those old Apple desktops.
Oh my.
Oh my
That should have
god.
been like, cannot compute.
That's crazy. Wow, that's wild. But yeah, that's our.
That's
That,
dedication.
what was that?
That's dedication.
You know what? That was the journey, and that was like my bar mitzvah of World of Warcraft, was bringing that laptop away from my house to do unthinkable things in that video game. That's,
Yo,
like
when
the-
did?
that's when Old War came out.
No.
Yes.
No, Uldor was.
Yeah.
No,
The
we were.
beginning part, not like at the actual dungeon for Old War, but when it was coming into that era.
No, Uldor was
Oh
on
no, it
week
was actually
after.
Nax- I think it was Nax Ramus.
Had to be Nash Ramus.
Yeah, because that shit was crazy. You have no idea what we're talking about. Trust me, you don't want nothing to do with it.
First
I
of all, when
advise
did,
everybody
wait,
I
what
know
did
not
what did
to
your
touch
parents
World of
find
Warcraft.
out when you weren't there and the computer was gone?
Oh, my dad yelled at me the next day. He's like, that fucking computer does not fucking leave this house. I had no idea why. But I don't even want to know.
Okay.
I don't even want to know.
He might have had files in his computer.
I don't even want to know. I didn't even check. No, my dad never used the computer.
Uh-huh.
He never used it. It was my uncle that bought it for us at the time as a gift for like Christmas for me and my sisters.
Mhm.
And it was like, because we had this shittiest desktop before that. Like, we literally had to crank that shit,
Oh my god.
No, I'm joking. But the one we had before that kept catching viruses, like our
It
dad
kept
bought
catching fire.
Viruses.
viruses.
I thought you said
I was
fire.
trying-
I'm like, ew.
Computer
our dad
aids.
bought us our first computer. And
Computer
it was great
aids.
when we had it. But I guess like all the music that we would download to make CDs and stuff like that off of like LimeWire and Aries like destroy the computer because at that time we had
LimeWire was death for your
viruses
computer.
and stuff like that. So
LimeWire was death for your computer.
no, Aries the first one. The-
Aries is like Ebola.
Yeah.
Bear share.
No, but the second one was good.
Oh, Bear Share. Yo, I use that for Bang Bros.
Nah, I never used Bear.
Shout out Bear Share. I love you guys. You guys made it the best.
LimeWire was just that. Yeah, it was.
LimeWire you
it was
never
a
used
death
for porn.
sentence.
LimeWire
It was
like,
either Aries or Bear Share for porn. LimeWire for music.
LimeWire was like that rat poison you put in your computer. Like,
It was a wrap. If you had
Not that I've ever
LimeWire,
done that.
you downloaded
Don't
music.
recommend it.
If you had LimeWire on your computer, on your desktop when you were a kid, and you downloaded music, it was a wrap for your PC in
Word.
months tops.
It's
It
like
was a
talking about
wrap.
like VHS.
Unless you had
tapes.
an antivirus. That was the only way.
I mean, yeah, but then
No, cause shit, the amount of music I had in my computer was insane.
Yeah.
But that was because my brother was using it
I
too.
remember my
That shit was
uncle,
so
God rest his soul, he used to carry a solid state drive, a portable one, 3 terabytes full of bachata, merengue, and on top of that list, on top of all the Dominican, Marco Antonio Solis. That was his number one. I remember one time he slapped the shit out of my cousin because she said that nigga was whack.
God damn. I mean, he is a legend though.
Drunk Dominican goes like, BLAP! Shut up!
He is a legend though, but still.
Yeah. That man has put me in some world of tears. It's like, the outro's got to be him this time.
my mom likes his music, Marco Antonio Solis.
Yeah, same here.
So on the topic of games, I think we could try to do this little, I guess, segment, if you will, game preview of the week, is where basically we could probably take a.
What the fuck is going
No,
on?
this one.
Yes, that's the one. That's the one. That's the one. Carlos can't get this right now.
Mi eterno amor secreto.
Yo, his hair is mad.
You're listening to it right now on your phone? Get out of here.
I can't.
Chewy.
He really is listening to it. Yeah, yo, we have everything here. We listen to Dave East all the way up to Marco Antonio Solis. we have a
We are very eccentric.
We're very cultured here.
Very cultured.
Like I was saying before, Marco Antonio Solis
Much
decided
cultured.
to sing his ballad. We're gonna try to do this little game preview of the week. Is basically where we're gonna take a game that we think is going to, basically take time out of our lives to keep playing, like World of Warcraft was for these
Like Monster
these
Hunter,
jokers.
that game is great.
Dude, you guys are hooked on Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter is a great game.
I know, that's what I'm saying. You guys are hooked on it.
It's annoying at times, but it's a great game.
Yeah, I fucking, oh my god. That
but
fucking game.
Soul Calibur 6, it's on its way out, and for those of you who had played Soul Calibur 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, know that game is good and annoying.
Yeah.
So
shout out to Yoshimitsu, that's my character right there. Ain't nobody play me when I play him.
I remember the first. I know I'm gonna sound trash when I say this. The first Soul Calibur I've ever played was Soul Calibur 4 on PlayStation 2. That was when the Tekken guy, I forget his name,
Hayashi?
Yeah, he was on it. And then I was like, yeah, I'm sold. I like this game. It's pretty cool. Yeah, Soul Calibur 6 is coming out. Do you guys know when it's supposed to come out? I know it's still in the works because they still
still in the works.
They still have some characters that they're gonna bring in. What's cool about the Soul Calibur series is that, and whatever console you play, your specific console, they bring out a specific character for that console, which I think is great.
Exactly.
Remember the last one was the Star Wars one?
Yeah, that was sick.
That one was
With
sick.
Yoda
And Yoda and Darth Vader.
and the Apprentice was in that one
Yeah,
too.
yeah, that one was.
Oh, yeah,
that one was
it
dope.
was.
I remember one had Enzo from
yeah, that was insane.
Assassin's Creed.
Well, it's gonna come out this year. I'm not sure what.
They don't have a release date.
No,
yet?
they
don't
don't
have a specific release date.
But-
I'm assuming third quarter.
Yeah, that game is gonna be pretty dope. I suggest
Probably
you guys look
fourth
into
quarter.
it. If you guys like fight, it's a fighting game.
Around December.
Usually, yeah, I was gonna say November, but still, man, yeah, that game is great.
It's a fighting game. It's very very dope. It's very very fun. It's good for the whole family if you're trying to see who's the best fighter in your
Yeah.
family. Don't play with people who rage a lot because they might throw the control and.
Might they probably will.
I remember when me and John used to play online. We'd just play one game and call it, for the rest of our lives. That game was so hard online. It's like
Yeah,
playing
'cause
There's a lot
Street
of cheesy
Fighter
people.
online.
There's a lot of cheesy people.
Street
Yeah.
Fighter online, any fighting game online.
Any
almost.
fighting game. Any fighting game. Online.
Any 2D fighting game.
Because I remember. So you guys played Injustice.
That was
Oh my
crazy.
God.
So
I fucking hated
had
that
I
game.
had that game and I played it online, which first of all was a huge mistake for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I played it and they had
It's
one
like
guy
seeing
was
that Blac Chyna video.
one guy was using Solomon Grundy
I forgot.
my
and
God.
he was in one side of the screen and I was in the other and he killed me because he kept using one of his moves and I could not get close to him. I was like, all right, I returned the game the same day. I was like, I had
It's like you
enough
guys
of
made
this.
an error on your part. Don't sell people these games.
I had enough of this game. John was with me. He couldn't stop laughing. So, yeah, Soul Calibur 6. I'm pretty sure you guys are going to cop it.
Yeah,
No, I don't
definitely.
think so.
You guys, you're not?
Probably not.
You're
Probably
probably
not.
going to get the new
I mean-
expansion for World of Warcraft, huh?
No, I haven't played World of Warcraft in like almost a month.
Almost a month. That's like yesterday.
Yeah, like
Dude, I haven't played World of Warcraft in
You know how he said
3
almost a
years.
month and he picks the shortest month because this is February?
Yeah.
See that? It don't work.
Well-
Yeah, it could work with me.
still almost a month. Technically, the calendar's not wrong.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to cop that game. Just don't play it online. But it's good. Yeah, like I said, just play it.
I think it's like
A
good,
group
good,
of people
good, yeah.
here, like how we have it right
Definitely, like,
now.
have a
it'd be
tournament
fun. Yeah,
in-house.
in-house.
Yeah, because I
Don't
barely
play it
play
online.
console games, so it's like
Don't play it
I think
online.
that was like the greatest things when we used to play for like 6-7 hours straight. When the twins would come over, Christian and Emerson, and your cousins, we played all the fucking time here with everybody. And it was just
yeah, it's
fucking
different.
great.
It's different like amongst people, or like when we played at your house, Street Fighter versus.
Marvel
Capcom-
vs.
Marvel
Don't
vs.
bring
Capcom.
Andy around. Don't bring Andy around. That guy ruins lives. I mean, I love Andy, but not when we play that game.
But yeah, I don't know. They still have a lot in the works, like I said.
Well,
They
they're adding
said-
7 characters.
They
too.
add in a couple of characters. I know one character for a fact that's going to be on Xbox is one of the characters from Killer Instinct. I don't know if you
Yes.
play that game.
Yes, that game is
Um,
great.
Killer Instinct.
Yeah, it's another fighting game. It came free with the Xbox if you bought it. I remember when the Xbox One first came out.
They're bringing back Ivy back.
Yeah, and a lot of like the original characters.
Ivy was great.
My favorite one was
She has amazing.
my
tits.
favorite ones are Maxie and Keelik, which I
I
know they're the most
Killer.
cheesiest ones, but they're
No,
They're really
Keelik is a little cheesy when you get into those repetitive signature moves where he
Yeah.
does with the.
yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I feel like that
Those
was-
tits
Oh
are
my-
amazing.
My God.
Hey, listen, that's hentai on a video game.
Pretty much,
Um,
her shit's
I know
popping out.
everybody that when I used to play like Yoshimitsu or Matsurugi or Valdo, everybody hated me when I played those guys. Like they didn't want an
I
outburst.
hated Yoshimitsu with the bouncing blade. Oh my god, so
Oh, yeah,
retarded.
No, he's fun though. He's
Yeah,
fun.
teleport,
Yeah,
stick
he's
himself,
fun. He's
do
so
a little
fun.
spin, heal himself.
He's so fun.
Yeah, that guy's sick.
And they're adding Zasalamel.
Yeah, they're bringing him back.
Yeah, which one was he from?
No clue. What was his name?
Zasalamel.
Yeah, it's a Salamel.
But
The evil dude that has the scythe. He's
oh,
from-
that fucker.
yeah. That
Okay.
guy.
All right. But yeah, that was just a short little preview of the game of the week. We could, like I said, we could try to do this more often.
Yeah, because we
We could also
we're pretty broad.
We could do like Kelvin said, it's gonna be very broad, very expanded. We're not just gonna touch on console games. We might touch on PC games. We
Yeah.
might touch on Switch games maybe because we do have guys that do have Switch here.
Yeah, none of us
That
though.
Mario Odyssey game was pretty lit. I mean, I've
Mhm.
only played it once or twice.
I haven't played it.
I
Any
know.
Switch
I
game.
know one of our friends' son is actually streaming
Shout out to Isaias.
Yeah, he's actually like you heard
gotta
that.
link that.
He's
and
a,
put that
how
in
old
the
is he?
vid.
Like 5?
Probably. Yeah, I think
He's
so.
around 4. I'm sorry if I don't know the age yet, but he's streaming, man. It's a baby. It's a 5-year-old kid streaming now, playing the video game, and
That's
That's
it.
great.
I
You see
think
how
it's pretty dope.
You see how much time passes by.
I remember when he
Our
was
age,
little.
our age, like when we were that age, we were not even close to like being that technologically advanced. These kids now, they can do everything.
So
I mean, I don't know. When I was a kid, I mean, my parents got me almost all the video games that came out.
Well, yeah, but
That
I'm
was
saying
nuts. I mean,
the
shout out to
type
my
of video
parents.
games that are out now are a lot
I
technologically advanced than what we had.
Oh yeah, but think about it. When you first, let's say you played Frogger in the corner store deli.
Well,
and
yeah,
you got
that's
home and you got that Nintendo 64,
Mhm.
and you were playing Mario Party or Mario.
Mario
64.
Party.
Mario Party was great. I have
Oh,
a
damn,
brand
that
new
should've been
Nintendo
on
64
top
at my
5.
house that I bought last year. Paid $100 on eBay for it, but
Whoa.
I saw a deal like on Facebook. Some guy had like all first 3 Mario Party games for like $150. I was so
Okay.
tempted to buy it, but I was just like, this budget.
Doesn't it have like a store around here in Long Island that sells just nostalgic games?
probably,
Yeah, I've been
There's
looking for it,
probably
but I can't
everywhere,
find
bro.
it. Somewhere in Wanto.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Hicksville, somewhere around there.
I know there's somewhere around here though. I forgot who posted on Instagram, but I was like, damn, I forgot about it now.
I remember when I was a kid, my dad was the one who brought me into video games, and I remember when I was a kid, all the game we played was just FIFA, and he whooped my ass every single time, and like I'm kind of glad that he did that, because when I was a kid, like it got so bad to the point he made me cry.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah, my mom would try to say to my dad, like, stop doing that to Chris. Why are you doing that? He's like, no, he has to learn. He has to learn. And that's how I am now. Because if I play video games with my niece and my nephew, I whoop their ass in those video games, and they get kind of mad with me. I'm like, how come we can't beat you, Theo? I'm like, you're not going to.
Oh, you eventually will though.
Nah,
eventually
that's how it was
you-
with Soul Calibur. Because
So
when I first started learning with my dad, I got my ass whooped in almost every fucking match.
I got my ass whooped.
Until Soul Calibur 3 came out, and I started whipping his ass.
No, you'll eventually learn. It's just a learning curve. That's why.
It's basically it. So shout out to my dad for whooping my ass in FIFA.
And then they wondered why I fucking had to play so many hours of video games and was doing bad in school. 'Cause I had to whip somebody.
Dad, I'm coming for you.
I need that rematch.
But yeah,
Next.
we touched on all the topics. It was a wide variety of topics. I know you guys are looking at us like, wow, you guys are very cultured.
Eccentric.
Yeah, you guys talk.
We're
Went
civilized. We're civilized men.
Went from the unfortunate shootings in Florida to Blac
we
Chyna
went-
Sex Tape
Somber note.
to here in video game land.
What's the word of the day today?
Oh man, eccentric.
Head. HEAD. Head.
Before we wrap it up, I want to give a special shout out to who used to be our audio guy, Steven.
Yes.
Word.
We're proud of him. He's going to Seattle. He has hopefully a gig with the company. You may have heard of it, Microsoft.
You may have heard of it, Michael.
Just my.
He did it, man, and we're very, very insanely proud of him. It's
Word.
really good to see like us as a group and see everyone achieving their goals and dreams and shit.
Yeah.
So, Steven, we're proud of you, buddy. Good luck in Seattle. We're gonna go out hopefully this weekend, and he's leaving soon. He's probably leaving next month.
Yeah, he's leaving next month, so we got plenty of time.
So yeah, we're gonna celebrate till he leaves, and we couldn't be more proud of you, bud. So, from us here in Freeport,
Long Island.
New York. My name is Chris. This is Kelvin. This is Brandon. Guys, plug away your shit if you guys want to.
I'll put it on the video.
Okay, so yeah, you guys will follow it on the little thing down here.
Follow
and whatnot.
below.
I'll throw my
There's
Snapchat
gonna be-
out there.
Yeah.
What do I put?
But
I don't
It's
really
gonna
have
be a
much
subscribe
besides
button in the bottom.
thank you guys.
Subscribe, hit
thank-
like.
Jesus,
Whoa,
I gotta
whoa.
stop hitting that
Ooh,
thing.
ooh.
Thanks again for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow us on every platform we got.
Word.
And till next time, take care.
Peace. That was pretty good.
Voy a hacer de cuenta que no exististe. Tú de mí